our next speaker, which is Nishant Gor, who is going to present to us how to empower local communities through astro-tourism. So, Nishant, thank you for joining us, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, panel, and thank you, the host. I would like, am I audible to all?
We can see and hear you very clear.
Okay, thank you very much, Rosa ma'am. So first of all, congratulations, Hands-on Universe, for completing 30 orbits around the sun, and we wish to uh, complete the century as soon as possible. Okay, so now I'm taking you to the journey of empowering local communities through astrotourism. So, in the field of astronomy, my team is working from 1991, and from 2006, we are working in the field of astrotourism. And now, for a few years, we got a chance to explore one more opportunity. As we were working with Gujarat government, Gujarat is a state of India, and we are working with Gujarat Tourism Department in Run of Kutch and so many other places in Gujarat. Uh, so on one fine day, we got a call from Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board, which is a part of MP Tourism, MP Madhya Pradesh government, which is nearby state of Gujarat. And from that point, our journey has started in the field of astrotourism's new chapter. So now we are working with MP Tourism Board and empowering local youth. So I would like to take you to the what we have felt, what we pass through the journey with all of you guys. So hope you will enjoy. Our This project was mainly focused to train local youth. When we talk about local youth, there will be candidates who are college-going students, who are labor workers, and who are household working. And even we have one participant who is a double science graduate. So we have a mixture of all kind of these kind of people to train. And then after selecting, there is so many process ongoing in this entire 1 year project. So it was a new experience for all of us too. So we have decided to go with the pilot project first. We have started our project at Pachmadi. So first of all, we was required of a classroom. So we went to the local college and asked for their hall to provide us for night schedules, because when we are talking about astrotourism, astronomy always in terms of night times, right? So we asked them for the classroom, and they provided us the facility. MP Tourism Board provided us a stay and transportation facility, and then the search for participants has begun. So we have visited the locals over there. We have visited plenty of people over there, and our basic criteria was the commitment. Because in this region, these are the most of the tribal communities, and they are not that much literate. So what we need was the committed people who are committing their 3 months time, daily 3 hours, and then we decided to go with these people. So we have visited communities, we have visited locals, we have visited local authorities. We have also kept one few seminars at the college, at the school, and then we have found a few of our candidates. So in this journey, we have different kind of theoretical and practical aspects. So in this search, we have first came up with these batch of our students who were guide, who were working in a different region, different fields, but no one were aware of astronomy and science. No one was from the science background. So uh, after that, the training has started. So by time we got few female candidates also, and now all these are working professional in the field of basic astronomy. So when you are going to visit in these field area, you guys can get good astronomical activities over there. And now they are working with all of these. So now, when we selected all these candidates, first question came in our mind was how to make literate about astronomy and science to all these communities. So we have developed a different practical and theoretical course for them. We have done 40 different topics and slideshows to educate theories related to astronomy. We have provided basic information of what astrotourism is, how you guys can earn through these activities, and after that, we have started with the practical work. So, for continuously 90 days, we have worked with these groups. You can see here we have a theory class, and after theory class, they have a practical workshop over there with the telescope. So first, we have made them Mr. Galileo Galilei. They have to observe through telescope. They have to observe through naked eye, and they have to put drawing on their notebooks. After these kind of exercises, they used to uh, get in touch with telescope, and now after a few days, they become expert in telescope handling. But still, where to point the telescope? For that, we have some astronomy activities also. In that, we have taught them a small portion of the sky uh, to explain. By making these small portions, these small cuts, they have learned to talk about astronomy. Now, second issue was the confidence of talking in front of people. For that, we have created a daily activities where anyone from these students batch have to come up with into the classroom, and he has to explain what last day he learned from the classroom. And after getting in confident over there, they are more involving. And then it was a time to introduction about the night sky. As I said, we have taught them small portion of the sky, just like they have to start with the pole star. So the stories of pole star uh, and all these stuff can connect with another one. So by making a chain of all these students, they were able to complete almost 2 hours stargazing session. After that, the more and more practice they will need. During the telescope, during this training, we have received one brand new telescope for these group, and we assemble in front of them. So they have telescope now, and now they these all are working and learning all these things together. So that was the simple time and simple term. And now, what they should do to get more active into the field of astronomy? So our group's first motto is to serve the society. So we have kept public event for the entire town, and almost 200 people were there to enjoy the sky, enjoy the galactic view. So when people are coming, we were sharing these experts to these upcoming peoples, and all these were involved into the community with all of these kind of activities. And after that, we uh, came to know that students are working really well. So after getting sub maturity, we also spread these kind of activities in nearby villages. They were in a jungle, they were in a forest area. So we went over there and kept these kind of public events for them to make them confident to talk about astronomy and science in all these communities. So after getting too much experiences, they all came across with nice experience, and nowadays these are our team who is doing wonderful work in the field of astrotourism. So what was the benefit? Our main object was to create income through all these activities. So when we talk about employment, we employed almost 12 students with different kind of experiences with our company and with local resorts and all. The Each one of the Astro guide, have connection with local transport people who also were used their vehicle to transport and mobilize all these uh, s- tourists who is willing to do astronomy activities, and they bring these tourists to all activity where at the location where all these activities happen. So, encountering all these tourist attractions, few of them were now working very finely in this activity. Here are some examples. Mr. Bhagchandra is working with us from last 8 months. Pooja Kalam worked with us for 5 months, and now she is working independently. She has uh, two daughters. Savitri Navratri has two son. His son are all more elder than me. And before this activity, she was doing household works, and now she is living reputed life over there. That she is an astronomy expert. So, and Pradeep Kumre also worked with us for 2 months, and rest of the members are either supporting these people who have bought the telescope and working in the field of astronomy, or by supporting them, assisting them, they are uh, raising their income. So, when we talk about educational impact, the scientific literacy gone up in this entire field, because we are working on this project from last 2 years. So this is a long-term relation with them. Now, when we talk about blind beliefs and uh, fake things like we are seeing in tribal people, they are getting awareness by questioning everything, because we taught them to observe things and ask questions. So they implemented all these things in their own life. So so they are becoming more educated, more in terms of modern science approach towards their life. their skill development is now on a different level. They have much confidence with talking with tourists and locals both, and their kids are also helping with all these kind of activities. So the generations are changing with the help of astrotourism. They have cultural connect with astronomy. So we we have done a few exercises that they have to find their local stories into the of these astronomy into take these stories towards us. So we taught all of them uh, these local stories, that when you are talking about all other international astronomy, you also have to mention your own stories, that your ancestors how recall all these things, and then they can connect with their own flavor with these all kind of activities. So now
You
we
have three
have.
more minutes, Nishan.
Okay,
3 minutes.
okay. So we have three more ongoing projects after the completing pilot project at Pachmadi. We have one at Bandhavgarh National Park, Khajuraho, and the Chedka, the Satpura Tiger Reserve. These are the three training sites where this kind of astrotourism training programs are going. And we have Dholavira, Dodo, White Run, Jaisalmer, and Eco Retreat, Bhitarkanika. So we have wide span of ongoing activity projects too. So if anyone want to collaborate and partnership with us, we are open for all. You guys can note down our mail ID, website, and WhatsApp numbers, or mobile numbers, you can say. These all people are coming from uh, dark woods of the forest. So if you anyone can donate some telescope to these community, we are always welcome. You guys can connect with us by inviting us for online lecture or for experience sharing. We can connect and work together. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, uh, I'm all ready to take that.
Nishan, thank you very much for your presentation. It was really very informative, and we can only grasp the amount of work that you have put in this achievement. It's really, really, truly impressive. I have to say, seeing the distances that you are covering, we always forget how big India is, you know. It's
Yeah.
amazing to see how much effort you put into it. You might benefit into connecting and applying to the funds of the Office of Astronomy for Development from the IAU, the International Astronomical Union,
Yeah.
because I think the type of project that you are running will have a high score in their call for proposals. They do an annual call for proposals, and you can certainly benefit from that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We have here, thank you, Nishan, from Hassan Darmui. And online, I don't see any comments from the people attending online. And in any case, we are out of time already. But I want to thank you again for your very precious and inspiring talk, and hope to continue seeing you in our events joining your future achievements and success stories. Congratulations to your work.
Thank
To the next talk of this session, which is about ethnoastronomy in Indonesia, a country with 1,340 ethnic groups, with Carla Deo Petrananda. I hope I didn't mispronounce the name. If I did, I apologize. And I give you the floor, and I will let you know when you are approaching the end of your time. Okay? Thank you for joining us. you're mute. Ah,
Okay.
now. Okay.
Does my voice clear?
Yes, now it is.
Okay. And okay, I'll restart now. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir and madam, and good evening from my country, Indonesia. I'm Claudio Perananda, or you can call me just Petra, and I am now 17 years old. And nice to meet you again in today's GHOU 2024. Okay, so today I want to share the insights that I found when learning astronomy, especially Indonesian astronomy. Okay. And before we proceed, I'd like to express my condolences that to one of our senior in Indonesian astronomy who has just passed away. His name is Mr. Widya Sawitar, who just passed away 2 weeks ago. Okay. Now I'll start my presentation by introducing my countries at a glance. Okay, so my country, Indonesia, is an archipelago country with more than 15,000 islands and hosts more than 1,000 ethnics. And each of major ethnic culture has various ethnoastronomy. And so there are several ethnoastronomy cultures in Indonesia that I want to share today. So let me share the first one. Okay. So the first one, maybe you all already heard about this temple, the so-called Borobudur Temple. It is located in Magelang in Central Java. And this is a Buddhist temple and built around 880. And well, temples are generally used to as a worship place, but not just that. Temples also represent our universe, and since that, temples are strongly related to the astronomy, to the space. So for this Borobudur temple, it used to be one of the seven wonders of the world too, and it's really big. You can say it. It's wide about 200, 500 meters square and a height approximately 35 meters tall. And several correlations about this temple to astronomy is the first one, it has four main entrances, and all of its entrances are oriented exactly to the cardinal direction, so to the north, to the south, and to other cardinal directions. And Borobudur itself has many stupas, as you can see here, with its main stupas is on the top, the biggest one, and the shadow of the main stupas formed by sunlight is hypothesized to cast a certain shadow patterns on the certain stupas below it. So uh, it may resembles a giant sundial. Okay. Okay. So this is for the Borobudur temple, and for the next one is the calendar, which is called Pranata Mangsa calendar, or in Japanese is meaning seasonal provisions. So this calendar is used to study natural conditions, weather and nature science, and events related to astronomy, such as the sun's positions. And this calendar is used in agricultural activities, including in fishing activities too. Well, this old Japanese calendar is pretty similar to our calendar, the Gregorian calendar, since it's compiled based on the rotation of the sun, with a cycle consists of 365 or 366 days. And the shape itself, you can see it in this picture. Okay. And the next one is still about calendar, a Badui tribe agricultural calendar. So Badui is also in Java, or if you want to see the exact position, you can see it in the map in the below left side. Baduy tribe lives in West Java. So this calendar is still related to the Pranata Bangsa, to the previous calendar, since Baduy people maintain this Pranata Bangsa, and they made it their own calendar, which is used uh, to help them to about the rice farming cycle. And the next one, we will go a little bit far from Java to Bali Island, where Bali people also develop their own calendar, which is called the Balinese calendar, which is based on the Wariga. Wariga itself is a traditional Balinese calendar system, which is used especially in determining good and bad days. For example, in order to start a job, when is the days to start a job, and this calendar is used to determine is that day is a good or bad days to start it. This calendar is pretty unique since it is a combination of three different calendars: our Gregorian calendar, the Balinese Saka calendar, and the so-called Tika calendar. And it's not really different from our calendar too. With one day is 24 hours, and 1 week is 7 days, which is called Saptawara. And 1 month consists of 5 weeks, where the change of months begins after the dark moon or the Tilem. And 1 year also consists of 12 months, where the change occurs on the Saka New Year. And for the last one, we will go back to Java, the Javanese culture, where Javanese people have their own names on the space constellations. And not just constellations, but also space objects. For example, these Crux constellations, well, we might imagine this as a cross, but in Japanese culture, it is called Lintang Gubuk Penceng, where Gubuk means hat and Penceng means crook. So Lintang Gubuk Penceng is a crook hat. And for the next one is about planet, where this is pretty interesting that Venus itself has two names in Japanese, which is Lintang Panjerina and Lintang Panjersore, according to when this planet appeared on the sky. Since Venus appeared twice a day in dawn and evening, when it appears on dawn, it is called Lintang Panjerina, while on evening it is called Lintang Panjersore, since sore means evening in English. And the next one is Mars. Mars itself is called Lintang Joko Belek. So Japanese people imagine this planet as a boy who has an eye disease, which his name is conjunctivitis. Well, this is where a human eye turns into red, and so they imagine this as Lintang Joko Belek, where Joko itself is a common name for man in Japanese. And the last one is the Orion constellation. We know that this constellation is famous with its archer, but in Japanese, it is called Lintang Waluku. So Luku itself is a paddy field cultivating tool, and Japanese people imagine this as that Luku. And this constellation is used as a nature sign to decide when to cultivate crops. Okay. For now, these are the 5 cultures I want to share to all of you. However, the main thing I want to emphasize through these 5 ethnostronomies is that astronomical knowledge like this must continue to be preserved. It is clear that in this modern area, ancient cultures like this are starting to fade. And our task is to remind our current generations of the cultures of our society through the education system. And for me, since I live in Indonesia and since I'm still young, I try to share astronomical knowledge, including astronomy, with my friends frequently. And with that, every week I discuss about astronomy topics with my acquaintance online in an astronomy community that I established 4 years ago when I was 13 years old. Yeah. And its name is Alpha Di Astronomy Club. Well, I used to tell about this community last year on this GHOU 2023. So I'm not going to tell this too deeply. Well, the point is, I still hope that astronomical knowledge can be a necessary education for all society in all of the world, including in my country, Indonesia. And that's all from me. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. You ended ahead of time, which give us the opportunity to give the floor for questions. I don't know if people online have any question. Maybe Gustavo can take a look. Here on the chat, I don't see any question or comment, but I have to say that it's very interesting what you presented, this view of the world in different parts of the world, how things are perceived, how the sky is observed, and yet we all see the same sky. So it's very interesting, this cultural perspective. And I think that understanding this cultural perspectives that the ancient people had, and some people still have, we perhaps could understand each other better. So how do you harmonize these diverse visions and calendars and everything that you have in Indonesia? Do you see, so how do people react to these different cultural aspects? Is there a convergence about it? Are there discussions? Is this something that people are aware?
Okay, thank you for your questions. So, in my country, well, I see that uh, only a few people know about about well, such kind as astronomy culture, and maybe I'd like to share a little bit uh, about the astronomy education in informal what maybe you can say school, where it is also rarely to be teach in like a school or in a university. And I guess it's a well it's a uh, isn't disadvantage, I can say, because well, Indonesia itself, like I said before, it's a very big country, and also the Indonesian ancestors used to be like a voyager, who is also, of course, related to astronomy, and uh, I just feel well a little bit uh, well a little bit sad because my generations are well didn't know or maybe didn't want to know about these spectacular cultures. Although there are many well you can there are many morals that we can learn from every uh, every education systems, including this astronomy. So what was my opinion. Mm, yes, that's just it.
Okay. Well, there's a comment here from Aviva. She says,
Oh, okay,
just a
okay.
comment. There are many astronomy students who work in astronomy in Indonesia now. The last one is the space agents and NARI's collaboration. Maybe you are aware of that and you are
Oh,
collaborating with them.
about this direct collaborations. To be honest, I didn't know about this one.
Okay.
So
So
I didn't know
maybe
about
you
this
and
one.
Aviva can exchange ideas and see how to further collaborate. Seems that you both are doing an outstanding job in your country. That is a very challenging country with that many regions and languages and cultural perspectives. I think that is a good. It's good if people collaborate. You know, I don't believe in competition. I am an adept of collaboration and cooperation. I think we can go further if we collaborate. So I hope that you check this effort. Sometimes people have more power or more funding than we do, but a strong will can go far beyond any funding or any size of any institution. So maybe you guys can enrich this powerful efforts with your local and precious knowledge. So thank you
Yeah,
very much
okay. Thank you, Metal.
again. And I think still ahead of time, a little bit ahead of time, we can move on to the last presentation for this
Yes.
before the break. You want
Yes,
to say
yes, please go
anything else?
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I invite now Atman Desai to talk about international collaboration of the astronomy clubs of India in the virtual world. Another topic that I guess it's going to be very interesting and bringing us all out of our comfort zone when we